Good morning. We'll call the Committee on Commerce and Consumer Protection to order for purposes of decision making. We have a number of items that have come to us from either agriculture and the environment, water, land, energy and technology, or transportation, housing and health. So we have a variety of items on our agenda this morning. The first measure is House Bill 1988, House Draft 2, Senate Draft 1, relating to coral. This measure would prohibit the sale, importation, harvest, or export of coral products with certain exceptions. Requires DLNR to amend its administrative rules no later than 12/31/2024 to adjust to the amendments. Chair received concerns from the Attorney General stating that as drafted, it was likely unconstitutional. So Chair recommends that we pass this measure with amendments that we received from the Department of Land and Natural Resources, which will address the AG's concern regarding constitutionality and further clarify that the measure applies to commercial activities of only those coral species that are native to Hawaii, and by narrowing its burden on interstate commerce further by making the measure applicable to those certain types of corals, in addition to being native to Hawaii, but being recognized as endangered. And then there are some technical amendments recommended by our drafting agency, and we'll put a clean effective date of 7/1/2022. Any questions or concerns? If not, members, the recommendation is to pass House Bill 1988 with amendments. Chair votes aye.
Chair votes aye. Vice Chair aye. Senator DeCoite is excused. Senator Nishihara.
Aye.
Senator Riviere.
Aye.
Senator San Buenaventura.
Aye.
Senator Favela is excused. The recommendation is adopted.
Thank you, members. The next item on our agenda is House Bill 2280 relating to real property. This specifies that planned community associations cannot prohibit or unreasonably restrict the use of a member's enclosed yard area for personal agriculture, and it has a defective date. Chair recommends that we pass this measure with the amendments recommended by CII LAC and retain the defective date for further consideration. Any questions or comments?
Yeah,
Okay,
I believe it's already covered, but I just want to make sure that the restriction is only to prevent the association from prohibiting.
yes,
Okay, so okay, thank you.
that is the chair's intent. And if you look under the section of the notes called opposed, it said if measure not deferred, then recommend the following amendments.
Yes.
No association shall prohibit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the only comment I have is like on my island, there are planned community associations in agriculture areas that try to prohibit agriculture, and they have been overridden because the zoning is ag. So I want to make sure.
Yeah, no, this would not change any of that zoning.
Thank you.
And members, will make sure that we put a similar statement in the committee report so it's perfectly clear.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, the recommendation is to pass House Bill, oops, I went down too far. So I was 2088 with amendments.
Thank you.
And
2280.
2280, yes, thank you. Pass with amendments recommended as we were just discussing, and retain the defective effective date. Any other questions or comments? If not, chair votes aye.
Okay, so the recommendation to pass HB 2280 HD2 with amendments. Chair votes aye. Of the members present, noting the excusals of Senators DeCoite and Favela, are there any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the recommendation is adopted.
Okay, the next item on our agenda, thank you, members, is House Bill 2089 relating to renewable portfolio standards. This was a governor's package amendment. Chair recommends that we pass this with technical, non-substantive amendments and a clean effective date of 7/1/2022. Any questions or comments? If not, pass with amendments. Chair votes aye.
Of the members present, are there any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the recommendation is adopted.
Thank you, members. The next item on our agenda is House Bill 2434, House Draft 1, relating to water carriers. Requires each water carrier to file a strategic plan with the PUC every 5 years, and it has a effective date. Chair recommends that we defer this measure indefinitely, since the PUC already has the authority to act on this matter and has begun to do so. As noted in the PUC testimony, it would be more appropriate to implement such a requirement as proposed in this measure through regulatory action rather than codifying it in statute. So that's why the recommendation is to defer indefinitely. Any concerns from members? If not, let's go forward to House Bill 2239, House Draft 1, relating to condominiums. This increases the minimum number of residential units in a condo project that must be offered for sale to prospective owner occupants in the 30-day period following the initial date of sale of the condominiums from 50% to 90%. We deferred the companion earlier, and Chair recommends that we defer this measure indefinitely as well. The next item on our agenda is House Bill 2340, House Draft 2, Senate Draft 1, relating to controlled substances. This allows post office boxes and rural and highway contract route boxes to be permissible addresses for a prescription to be considered valid if the physical address where an individual resides is on file with the dispensing pharmacy. Chair recommends that we pass this measure with amendments, basically cleaning the defective date to an effective date. And let's see. Yeah, that was it. Because we know that there are places in our state that the only address you have for receiving mail is a PO box or a rural box. So,
Like me.
yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
Okay. Recommendation is to, on this measure, is to pass with amendments, cleaning the effective date to 7/1/2022. Any questions, comments, concerns? If not, Chair votes aye.
Okay, the recommendation for HB 2340, HD2, SD1 is to pass with amendments, noting the excusals of Senators DeCoit and Favela. Are there any objections or reservations? Seeing none, the recommendation is adopted.
Thank you. And I believe that brings us to the end of our agenda. Are we finished with bills or we have some more coming in? Okay. So we'll see everybody on Thursday for some Senate concurrent resolutions. If that being the end of our business today, we are adjourned.